There to go hug the animal well. Sounds like a definition of me doing BBB. Oh, Micah's got a new kitty in real life. I'm watching. I'm looking at Twitter now. Adorbs. I can't share that with you guys here on the stream, I don't think, but she's got a new kitty. Absolutely adorable. Oh, Sanctuary's chatting about one of my favorite things in TSW. Laser beams. Oh, I should put my mic down. Laser beams.
Yeah, you're really far away.
I'm jumping over the laser beams, don't even... No, it was on my head because I was eating. Because I'm one of those people who streams with a headset because cheap and shoddy and... Yeah. Everybody I know is getting really fancy mics. I don't want a really fancy mic.
At this point, I think I'd be happy with the mic. Mostly because I've noticed now, going back and watching the streams, that I do sound a little bit muffled.
I do too. We might almost be like professional then, and that's not, I mean, it's not really the outer way.
You don't sound muffled at all.
Don't I?
Are you kidding me?
I have a,
no, not really.
Plantronics Gamecom 780 thing or whatever it is.
Which
Which is supposed to be pretty good for... You have it because I told you to go get it. Don't even.
I know, it's awesome.
And it's supposed to be one of the better ones if you're going to do, like, fairly inexpensive headset streaming. But anyway. Walsh has some setup with, like, a swing arm and a mic that costs more than my car, and I don't know what else. I'm a little jealous.
Oh, good lord.
See, the problem with those is
they half-assed, does he?
He does not, and
except
for pants.
Except for running dungeons.
Except for pants and no, he does not. He's always full on in the dungeon. Oh, look, people. Aloth, Feisty Bra, Tia Maria. Oh, Tia Maria is good.
Well, I feel like more his full on for dungeons and Dragon Age and stuff is getting the rest of us killed.
Yeah. Which is the outer way.
Oh, that's the goal. I see, okay. So yeah, he's on board with that. Fair enough.
Get our contestants on screen over here. But see, it requires... I've got a wonderful picture of Vikestar's bunny slippers right now. There's the rest of Vikestar. And Rishi's head. Bye, Rishi's head.
I'm sorry, I wanted to see it. I was amused by the pink-wearing antler man, reindeer man. I'm gone today. I'm just done. 3-day weekend, fantastic.
Are you still judging, Hooser, or are you done?
I'm still judging. You signed me up for an all-day thing.
Give you something to do, keep you out of trouble.
Will it? Because I'm standing here judging a feisty brat, and I feel like that's a ticket to trouble.
Indeed.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, you know Jen gets nervous when Tom's around redheads. I don't know. Keep an eye on you. Oh, Mike, so we were talking about Walsh's mic. He also uses, like, better streaming software and stuff than I do, and I look at it and I'm like, yeah, I barely knew I wanted to do this, but all the settings and everything else and all of the thing, it's like, oh, that would require me to math, and that really couldn't end up well, so...
Nah, probably not.
Taco's taking your whole day, Hooser. Grats, Feisty Brett, and T. Maria. You're both going through.
Woohoo!
The judges were tied. I love that there are all these this chat going on in Sanctuary at the same time about builds and finding cabals and all of this stuff.
Yeah.
It is really it's kind of wonderful because this is what Sanctuary does. So half the people are celebrating it and half the people are just using it. Excellent. Yes.
Ms. Vollmer.
I'm strutting.
What is this particular part of the contest?
Ayeri. I am so bad with names, and it is just wonderful to do it in a game.
It's just supposed to be like modern, like classic. Modern classic is what it is. Which I don't really understand the theme, what a modern classic is. But
Yeah, fair enough.
Insane. Oh, I like that. Modern classic, like chic. You're modern, but you're using a chic style. That's what I see it as.
Oh snap!
And Taco from who is Sanctuary is saying indeed this is what Sanctuary does. Hashtag mission accomplished. And that mission has been very well accomplished, sir. Is it backspace to roleplay walk in here, Gatos? It was backspace.
Mm-hmm.
I will now walk around. Hang on. Yeah. Backspace. RP. There's a cat. Cat.
I thought that was your cat.
It's not. It's just a friendly cat.
I don't know whose cat that is.
If I start checking them out.
Puppy's too big. Nermy.
Triangle of contest. Excellent. I would probably take Vomer, but I'm telling you, the Alan Rickman thing here has already been discussed. And it's just a look I like. Which he says is completely accidental, which is wonderful. It is insane and Ayari for this one. Ayari? I have no idea. Ayari,
So.
if you see this, forgive me and tell me how to pronounce your name.
Woohoo!
Congrats, guys. And Gatos, you could not be worse at fashion than Hooser.
What?
No.
The trick is just to not care.
He really doesn't. I can't say much though, because I don't need.
Oop. Let's see. Natator. Stupsy? Stupsy. Gotta say it. Fantastic. Where's Angela? Some RP pose going on.
Indeed.
Well played. You'd better... there we go. Ravens, suddenly. You cannot quietly drink a Ramune and ever key in, because like the marble, I don't know if you guys can hear the marble. You hear the marble? Marble is like whacking around. So the previous winners, I can see them lined up back there, and they're doing the dig music a little bit, and it looks like the most judgmental chorus line on the planet. It's fantastic.
Fantastic.
Why did they all jump on me? Oh, because I wasn't not scrolled down there. Earth Angeles, I didn't even cheer for you. Wow, I was not advancing chat.
Yeah.
The James Bond look. In the RP style. Raphael Gray, wait. Is that 50 Shades of Grey? I've never read it. Mike Frost. Looks very Templar on Venice Duty. I approve.
Yeah.
What was the question that you had, Chad, earlier?
Is Raphael Gray the guy from 50 Shades of Grey? Because that is Ursangel's character name there.
I want to say the answer to that is no.
Well, Sonobath.
I know Gray's the
This is
last
cute.
name, but I don't know his first name, and I'm sad that I could even partially answer that question.
Perpetua Mobile. What a cute college student you look.
Apparently, they're already selling tickets for the movie.
Rockin' the ponytail. You know, I think that this is probably the only character I've had in as long as I can remember that doesn't have a ponytail.
Huh.
Hit a near obsession level thing. Oh, it's a Nord. It's a purring Nord.
Oddly enough, I don't think I give my characters ponytails. Even though I tend to wear them fairly frequently. I think that might be the reason for it.
I don't know when it started. I think it was when I made my first... Or maybe my second... No, I know it was when I made my second character in SWG, because the first one had Leku. So there were no... there were no ponytail. You exploded magical raven shadow on me. Please don't. Excellent moment. These are some very different looks.
Oh god. With Vike start over there, the way he was tilted a second ago, he was just kind of peeking over
Perpetua Mobile's shoulder.
Perpetua's. Yeah, and it just looked really creepy.
Oh, I didn't get that angle. I wish I
His
had.
bike starts just creepy.
Well, yes, but
Oh,
add
okay.
that to the
That is
fact
creepy
he's
when he
peeking
does that.
over the shoulder.
That is really creepy when he...
Oh god. My kitty disappeared. Where did he go?
I have to go back and get a screen cap of that later. Good night, Cass.
Hey, why are you there?
Rest well. Thanks for keeping us
Bye,
company this
Cass.
long day.
You need to turn the light on. I'll be right back.
Congrats, Snaky Frost.
Woohoo.
Templar in Venice, look. Oh, yeah. The assortment of pet noises from behind me is just hysterical.
Awoo. That's all I keep
Christ.
hearing is little werewolf.
I like the entrance. Lycerin? Again. Yeah. I'm so bad, I'm sorry. Oh, the cell phone.
Jet's
That is
gonna-
the Kirsten Gary
Did you
look.
get a phone call?
That is fantastic. Cutie flop? That's a cute outfit. I'm not influencing the judge. I'm
It
sorry.
is.
It's just I haven't seen. I'd not thought of putting those two together. That is adorable. These are all cute.
They're all really, yeah, I was gonna say, they're all really good outfits.
I'm so glad you're judging, not me, Hooser.
Mm-hmm.
Bus! We're right under.
It's great because I always pick the one that nobody else does. So I'm that judge.
Cute if I am. I missed you. I was talking about Micah's cat. Where'd you go? Let's see here. Try ram. No, don't run me over. No! It's a horrible runway accident. Gatos, I think that looks pretty good. Actually. That's kind of cool. What's more? I've never seen that outfit. I can't say that a lot. Awesome.
I like this one too.
Desert guy. Gotta love desert guy.
Mm-hmm.
Even though, strictly speaking, in khaki I can't see him because goth.
Well, I can see. And appreciate the outfit. So appreciate the outfit enough for both of us.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with him too.
I feel like I'm gonna take one of those and one of those. Yeah. I'm sorry, TSW. I know. I like the eye candy in here. I really just do. I'm okay with that.
Stonk Guardian.
Really?
I spelled it wrong.
Oh, Quicksilver. Indeed.
He does look a little bit like Quicksilver. Yay, Gato.
Gatos, grats. Oh, yeah. So much for I can't fashion, dude.
Would it be a laugh if he wins overall?
You did. Jesus, this is just... Dude. I glanced over at Sanctuary Chat and read kind of bits and pieces of each line. If there wasn't the Sanctuary Anniversary event going, and snipers... Wait, what?
Oh, these damn snipers.
I hate those when they show up at the fashion show. It would be a TSW fashion show, though. I keep stepping on people, I'm sorry. Oh, it's a scenario discussion.
Mm-hmm.
While they're walking out here, I'm gonna answer Goddess's question. There is the answer to your question. More or less, Goddess, in the stream. When you get around to looking at it. Look at these guys. I'm not even a little intimidated. I'm completely intimidated. It's fantastic. The with the silver hair is brushed back. Indeed. Is he in the new Avengers movie? Is he one of the ones they're bringing over?
He is.
See, you're gonna be in the Avengers movie. Gatos. Can't beat that.
And I'm gonna see the hell out of that movie.
I too am going to see the hell out of that movie.
That, that Days of Future Past even exists. Does it exist? No.
Who's said you were not a big fan of that
God.
movie?
Like I gave First Class a chance because everyone said, "Oh, it's better than the other ones," and not better enough.
I'm not a super fan of the comics, so it makes it easier for me to watch them and just kind of soak up the eye candy. Action eye candy, not necessarily. Well, yeah, both, but yeah.
I'm not even comics. I grew up on the cartoon. But even that, they're just way off base.
The cartoon. I remember the cartoon. I watched the cartoon. I think I read more of the comics than I watched the cartoon, though. I did read X-Men, so. Please remain still.
I was too young for the comic. But my mom really liked Gambit.
Gambit. Yes.
Yes, Gambit.
There's just something about it, about a Cajun bad boy. I don't know.
Bad little Akab. Stop that.
Rishi's talking about it. She's lost all faith, Taco. If she's lost faith, she apparently never had. We'll put it that way. Oh, more kitty. You guys are all doing this. I'm going, more kitty. I got kitty going roar. Sorry, losing it. Mega's new cat is really freaking adorable. Who's playing Gambit?
Me.
Who's just playing Gambit?
Mm-hmm.
Could possibly go wrong.
That's how real Cajun people sound. I've met. That's how they sound.
That's not I'm thinking of one friend off the top of my head. She would just hurt you if she were just for the record.
Yeah.
It's rumored that Channing Tatum is going to play Remy or Gambit. I'm not impressed at all.
Really?
Aside from it.
He's like, looks too much like a jock.
I know. They're apparently also making a Gambit movie. What?
He looks
I don't believe they'll do
like
that.
yeah. He looks like he thinks he's charming. That's the only way I can describe Channing Tatum. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would stare at his pecs till next year, and I would be okay, but... Shh, just don't talk. Just don't talk. That would be... Yeah, sorry, Channing Tatum, which you'll never see this, but... Yeah. Well, that's... I can think of a whole lot of people. You know who I would rather have played is even... would be,
Me?
Which I suppose you get... No, Chris Pratt.
Yeah, he'd actually do a really good job.
Yeah.
Yeah. If he could pull off the accent.
Because he really is charming and naughty. Deadpool!
Deadpool movie.
Deadpool movie!
I have
Oh,
my
yeah.
hopes up.
I'm hopeful for that as well.
The PG-13 rating makes me a little wary, but I have my hopes.
How can you make it? We had this discussion, didn't we? At some point, off air in Otterdown. How can you make a PG-13?
How you can make a Deadpool PG-13 movie?
Third
Because
place,
they want
Cutie
the
Flame
audience.
and Gatos. Grats, 150 bonus points each. Excellent.
Oh hey, yay, Gato! But yeah, I don't know how they can make it PG-13. Like how they're going to pull off.
Does it really? I haven't seen. Is the trailer? Taco's like, it does work. I'm gonna have to see this trailer. In second place, Feisty Brat. Grats, 300 bonus points.
Uh.
First place?
Well, fuck me at the end of the test.
First place
Yeah,
of this
you said the
round,
test
300 bonus points, and a title on the Sanctuary Forums, Team Maria. Grats.
Yay!
Yay, everybody. I have not seen it. I'm gonna have to go find it after this. I could watch it now, but that would be detrimental
I can find
too.
it.
I can't turn it on. I will get... Again, I can't listen to it.
Okay. Well, yeah.
You can watch it and
Get
tell me
into
if it is good.
Oh, yes, very much so. I watch it frequently. Because it's funny.
Stepped up. Squeezed. Squeezed. I just feel like some of what... I admit, I feel like some of what makes Deadpool so great is just how terrible he is. I mean, flat out awful, unpublishable, and so... I mean, probably just being silly about that. But I'm zipping back here for a minute. What are we doing next?
Probably another quiz.
Quiz. Quiz. Sarah, how can I save you?
Oh, must be another random fashion show eventually.
Look at all the role-playing going on down here. More than a little fabulous.
I know, right? All dim our peers.
I'm completely not in
I
character.
got distracted by Deadpool. What?
She says that, and I know that she's looking up the trailer, but I imagine that Deadpool is just down there doing something distracting. Just to be an ass. Like, he's like looking in the window and making faces. Like,
Like, stop. Get off the curtain. Stop it now. Stop it. Silent lunch, Deadpool. I'm photographing a shrub. Uh-oh. Taco's gone Orochi. Only one thing to do, right?
Oh no! A cob? Lots and lots of a cob?
Lots of a cob. No. Do I have mine saved?
Oh, well, then I'm out of ideas.
I don't. I'm gonna have to put it on slowly here. Slowly. I think I need better gloves than this. Let's see. Maybe just... watch. There we go. There, do I look like your boss yet, Taco? Oh, it's Orochi too! Excellent, bad luck. Orochi who?
I'll type it so there's no delay. Well, it's awfully quiet.
Who was the 16th president of the USA? That's the question.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's the question.
Fun question.
Arr. I love Dead Orochi show.
I was wondering if the pause was simply because he's dead.
Because he's dead. There's nobody there. He's dead already. George Bush.
You know, I was almost tempted to go through the entire president, well, not the entire president song, but some of the president songs, just to get to 16. But
You know, sitting here in Illinois, I feel like I should pick that one out, but I didn't. Sorry, Land of Lincoln. Have a nice day. And Gretz and Shevin on getting that one before any of us. Look at these guys. They're all my tactical team. It looks like they're escorting Aurora somewhere.
Yes. The best thing is we're gonna be judging the fashion people. Orochi's you there with the coat.
I apparently can't type question marks.
For a minute, I thought that was one of the knock-knock jokes. It's not a flat butt.
So did I. I was very confused.
Women's best knock-knock joke. What? Female characters all have flat butts. It's not a flat butt. Jen is flat butt right now because she's wearing the jacket.
Oh, I think I know. I've forgotten which one this is. I have heard of the national flag that's not rectangular. I just can't remember what it is.
One national flag which is not rectangular. Which country uses it? I have no idea. I'm looking at butts now. Thanks. Thanks, this is G. Thank you.
Oh, I know what it is now,
Because now I'm looking at butts. They're a little flattened on the back.
but I'm not going to say.
They're taut. Because everybody in the secret world is an agent, and so we are all just in shape. I am literally running around looking at women's butts. Why?
It's not Japan.
God, I almost said now I got my camera stuck at a bush, which did happen, but would have been really poor timing to just say that without explaining why I shouldn't say that. Okay, moving on.
And the country that has that flag is also. I'm not surprised that that's what their flag looks like.
There's a lot of running. We'll use poor TSI warriors. And today,
And,
on the rumps of TSW.
Ara said the answer. It was Nepal. Nepal has like two little triangle-looking shapes in their flag. So it kind of reminds me of the little flags that are strung along the mountain paths. Yeah.
Nepal. There were 13 correct answers, but P-Dubs was first. Congrats.
Indeed.
Nepal's a country. Tisk.
Is Tibet a country? I almost want to say no.
It's a politically charged question anymore. It's, now back to the quiz.
Well, I was just saying that I think that that was what is possibly confused between Nepal and Tibet. And there is so much controversy over whether... I'm gonna shut up now.
Did he throw something at you just out of curiosity? Just checking.
I just realized
I didn't even look at her.
Then you were
She just did that herself.
And then the party stream. Oh.
I just realized I should just stop this ball from rolling.
Tonight on 60 Minutes with the Otters.
Free Tibet.
Oh God. All right.
Your stream is now banned in China.
I know. Fantastic. I could have played all the copyright music from China I wanted. New York is not a country. I read is New York a company?
Well, it is indeed. There is New York and Company, which is a lovely clothing store.
What is heard at the end of Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen?
Yes, I know this one.
Shh.
I know this. I know. I'm not gonna say anything. Sigh.
Just when I think the stream's gonna get okay in the middle of the roleplay, I was too busy thinking of nipples. Yeah, okay.
So yes, correct.
Oh yeah. What?
New York is not a country, but it is in fact a county.
Oh my God, be nice to everybody in my stream. All of the countries. All of the countries. I don't have chat showing today. It's probably really a good thing I don't have chat showing today.
I see. I heard the question wrong. But yes, a gong noise.
A gong noise. Gentle.
Congrats to Gentle.
Congrats to Gentle. Gong noise is probably what we need on this stream right now. Let's talk about ball! Madlocks!
Hi, Shed.
Hi, Shez.
Hi, Shed.
Welcome back, Shed!
Welcome.
Let's talk about balls!
Let's talk about balls.
No. Unless it is these adorable decorating ball lights on this tiny tree here. This tiny paduri. We will not discuss this.
Ball clone.
That is my favorite. You watch Stargate, right? Right, Jen? Right.
Uh-huh.
You know Ball was there and he made all those clones.
Uh-huh.
He ran for president.
I'm just...
He had a... We saw him at...
Don't let me
DragonCon.
stop you. Just go. Just roll right out.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
We met him at DragonCon and he had a sign behind his desk where he was sitting. It says, "Ball for president, ball for vice president. It's time we had a couple of balls in office."
Oh, really? It's fantastic. That...
It was
Yeah.
fantastic.
I don't know, Taco. It seems to happen eventually. No! My God! Alright, I'm not keying in anymore when I'm frustrated with these people. I'm not. That was not...
Okay, guys. Okay.
There was misery,
So,
not
Taco
ecstasy,
hasn't
people.
seen Past... Shush.
Oh,
He
wait,
hasn't
what?
seen past the first season, so we need to not talk about the rest of Stargate SG1.
Okay.
I feel like once the show has had 10 seasons and been canceled, the the statute of limitations on spoilers is up.
It's Taco's party. He can say no spoilers.
Fair enough.
If it will stop you from talking about Ball, I'll be okay.
10 seasons, 3 spin-offs. 2 movies.
3 movies. Well,
Well, I
2.
wasn't counting the original one.
Yeah, because SG1 came from that.
Something is wooing over here, and I don't know. Oh, it's the little guy. Oh, he's adorable.
Was it a wolf?
It's the little bobblehead. Okay. Stop watching Bobblehead.
Was it just Atlantis and Galaxy?
Universe, not galaxy.
Universe, yeah.
I'm sorry, Universe.
There was another one, wasn't
They
there?
had an anime series too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I got distracted by our Farscape DVD, Blu-rays.
Don't worry, Taco. I won't
scared.
tell anybody it was you wooing. You guys look really good up there as Orochi.
They do.
I hate saying it, but seriously, the Orochi armor is like really sexy.
I'll be back, guys.
Should go check up on who's wearing that Orochi armor.
Hmm. Me and my flat butt.
You do have a flat butt.
And the Orochi armor.
You need to. Do you have the modular pants?
I do. I don't like them as much as I like these, though.
There's nowhere I can go from here without just saying this. So, Taco's package looks better.
It's because you got those tight pants on.
Mm-hmm.
See, I can't do that.
So I'm not going to stop hovering over your body with your mouse. I was. I'm afraid I was like, here. All right. As opposed to... This is why nobody should let me stream. Originally, I did mean how their faces and the uniform jackets look. The armor thing. I really did. Oh my god. Oh, there are days that I'm like, oh, it was a really good idea to leave the chat off the stream today. Posterity will only know what I have to say that's really crazy.
You're lucky because only the people in the stream would get it, or I'd throw on the banana hammock.
No.
Just for you, Jen.
No.
But everyone else at the Sanctuary event would be like, why? Why is he on stage in a banana? The Sanctuary party, it's real.
I'll get a nice note from Taco and Aurora. Next year, please feel free to avoid our event at all costs.
Judge this.
Judge this. See, you feel violated. Now you're one of us, Taco. Oh, it's like the big box from Taco Bell with all the tacos in it? Yeah. Right, okay. Oh, did we miss a question? Twice
I
a
think we
year,
did.
we get a day with 12 hours daylight and 12 hours night. What are these days called? You can meet up on me. This is G. I have auto meetup on. I am on Janet. No, I'm not on Aurora's. You can meet up with Aurora's too. He's got it on too. No, we're just gonna we're just going to stroke you with our cursor. That's what Sturdy says I do. I really don't know where it is. I'm moving it over all the time, and I leave it on there so I can point things out. But then I just unconsciously do things with it without looking where I'm doing the thing. And inevitably, apparently, they're really funny. Alright, twice a year we get a day with 12 hours daylight and 12 hours night. What are these days called? The answer is that these are equinoxes. And Jevin, again, excellent. First to send me a tell. But Feisty Brad shouted it out and say first. Make sure to send the tell next time, folks. Tell. Congrats again, Jevin. Okay, Madlocks, in one of my highlight reels, if it's still floating around, the bank heist one, or one of my videos, we ran bank heist in Tokyo in our Orochi outfits. So they were all in the armor, and I was in my, this thing, the Orochi uniform, looking professional like I was in charge. And Sam and Badger got the bug where it looks like they've fallen down, so they're always laying down unless they're moving. And so I would run from place to place, and they would run with me, and then I would be standing there, and I would just have two dead Orochi at my feet all the time. So it was really fantastic. I took my own dead Orochi with me. So if you're looking for the ones to fall over dead, that is the stream. We only measure your silliness level in the otters. We had to forbid rulers
Is it the
because
only
every
thing you
time we
measure?
got them
Because
out,
a minute
Hooser was
ago-
running around going, I got one, I got one. It was, yeah. That's a little better, Hooser.
Hmm?
I said that's a little
Yeah.
better. Yeah. Thanks. Did I miss the next question? No. Taco, you gotta stop wooing. It's awkward. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? Uh-oh, Temple Hall tweet. We'd like to remind all agents in Eldwick Park to maintain proper decorum while taking part in the party that is currently taking place.
Something banana hammocks.
Something banana. Something cursors on crotches. Yeah, well, won't be the first time I'm in trouble at Temple Hall. You're gonna woo and who? Alright, Doc, I'm gonna call you Woo Hooserman. We won't be able to tell you two apart.
Hey. But that's my name.
No, you're Wah Hooserman. He'll be Woo Hooserman.
So he's like the Chinese knockoff? I don't...
The correct answer is African or European. insane. I was the first to get it immediately. That's insane. I think I did just call you a Chinese knockoff. Could be worse, you could be a bowel clone. Don't even... Boy, yeah, this is gonna be... And now we're moving into that time where I'm talking to the voices in my head. There's another Orochi up there. Excellent. Excellent for the party hat. I approve. Whoa! Suddenly midriff. Oh man, you haven't had Korean street tacos? They're everywhere. They're fantastic.
Oh, Korean tacos are the best.
Uh-huh. The question was, what would a Chinese knockoff taco taste? Yet all I could think of was Korean tacos from street vendors. Oh my god.
They're amazing. There was a place in Atlanta that sold Korean tacos. It was like the best place ever. And they're like $2 a taco. It's fantastic.
You know that Evo, the Love Backwards brand of frozen stuff? They have a whole line of tacos now. I saw them the other day, and they have a Korean one. And there's stuff, even for frozen stuff, it made me actually look at it, but I'm like, no. No.
They're really expensive, though. That particular brand. I will tell them, because that will just breed competition, and that can only end well.
Oh, send Vikestar to tell for a chance to win the We Love Fine gift card. Somebody never made it back. Am I allowed to participate in what? I'm on the entertaining side of the board. Yeah, I don't do contests because streaming things. In the fashion contest? Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do. Nope. Last round of the fashion show starting in a few minutes. Future Shock. Oh yeah. Let's see what I can do for Future Shock. I'm not gonna get up there though. It is, but when you're streaming, I don't know. I keep saying this. I get squinky about taking part in anything because I'm just here to take pictures of it, and they let me tag along to do this, and I think that's cool. There's a pretzel bird butt in my picture. Pretzel bird. Oh, and Vike started dancing with the pretzel bird. No, that was pretty fantastic too. Wow. What? Send Vikestar to tell. Get yourself a mini Cthulhu shirt. Yeah, I think so. Taco Congados? Oh, there's your answer. Yes, you can participate if you were in the second one. Alright, so... Oh, it's another Tom outfit. Alright. Whoa! Hello, Eldridge. That's not at all creepy. Jen looks at him and just looks away. Yeah, perfectly normal. I know. I need to go somewhere where the animal is not screeching at me. Let's think over here. Future shock, huh?
There's a bird in my face.
Is that the pretzel bird?
Yeah.
Should be elite. And it'll laugh at you.
Birds everywhere.
I don't know where Jen went. She disappeared.
I went over here.
Over here, she says.
I did. Out of reach of the howling. I'm trying to get my camera to try on some... I'm not trying to get my camera to try on some clothes. I'm trying to get my camera in a place to try on some clothes. Which I seem physically unable to do. I used to have feet. Why do I not have feet? What have I done to my camera? Ow. I'm making myself nauseous. I don't even know what I'm doing to all you people. Tree. There, how's that? I am live streaming myself changing clothes.
That's what she does.
Oh, that's the outfit.
How did I get the Fear Nothing schoolgirl with the police hat on? That's interesting. Some of the previews, the way this works, is just unique.
I'm Daft Tom.
There. Am I post-apocalyptic enough?
Excellent.
That is Valerie's Fashionista. Ah, excellent. It just gets better and better. Whoa, okay. So, let's get a better angle. Oh! It's terrifying! That's my Halloween outfit.
But you don't have wings.
Do I not have the wings on?
Nope.
Oh, I don't. Put the wings on? I don't know where the wings went. I think I can't do the coat, isn't... No, maybe not.
Oh yeah, wings are.
No, I
good.
can. Wings are... There. Better?
Yeah.
Alright. Beaks. Alright. You gotta put your helmet back on, Who's
Put his helmet back on.
You're breaking the...
I'm different.
You're very
Oh.
different. There you go. It's Paturi. I was looking up someone else's robe. That was accidental, but extremely high resolution. They... Hi. I've done something to my camera that it will not go back very far. I was gonna say Taco's right there, but he's not. There he is. Whoa, knees! Suddenly knees! What's knees? I feel like I should capture that later, the picture of Jen in this outfit right taken between somebody's legs. Damn, yeah. Are people out here already?
Yeah, looks like they're coming out.
I cannot get a good angle. Alina Shepard is right in front of me. That is not who this is. Prometheus. Oh yeah. Eldritch. Is that Gatos? Hey Gatos.
Why was somebody following me?
My first thought was, did Sariti get logged back in?
No, well, I don't know. Who's Redream? Because they were totally making an effort at one point to stay on top of me.
Stalker.
I know, right?
Bird tails in my face. I cannot figure out why my camera won't pan anymore. I'm leaving. Got him! Got him! Grats! Grats, gatos! Yay!
I don't want to be a raven anymore.
Dog's mooning us, gatos. You did do it again. I'm gonna go back and refer to this as I don't fashion well. Uh-huh. A little cyber gothy thing going on there. Feisty Brat and Lycerin. Lycerin. Lycerin? Lise? Lise. Lise. You suck at fashion. Yeah, that's what she said. That's fantastic. Vomer. Oh, Vomer, that is fantastic.
Oh, he looks like the guy in the movie, the crazy one, who's managed to somehow get together a cult.
It's just fantastic. That is just...
I don't even know what to say about that.
I just... Let's admit it, we would all join Vomer's cult.
Oh, don't... Heartbeat.
He's straight out of SG1. Indeed. If in beta was a Goa'uld. That's so...
Indeed.
Pimpanoop. That's fantastic. It makes me happy.
Oh, poor Taka.
Mind control chug optional indeed. Oh, Taka. You're ready to make them work for it.
See, that's what happens when you get an even number of judges.
Mm-hmm.
Paid for the phone. Gratz, Leeson, Vomer. I was gonna go with Jello Wrestling Taco.
I would have watched that.
In that outfit?
Tinfoil hat, gentle. Excellent.
Oh, Gatto's paid for the votes.
Insane. If there's a prize for use of puce is really fun to say. That is fantastic. Color matching the gold outfit stuff. Freaking amazing.
That's impressive.
Nike Frost. I keep highlighting Ferocious.
She's got a makeup on too.
Does she?
Mm-hmm.
Do. She's always got that on. Doesn't she? I was pretty sure that was Angelique's normal.
It may be. I'm not sure. Gentle can't argue with boobs.
Really, who can? Kratz! Kratz insane. I can't believe she matched the gold outfit with yeah, I just there's a certain amount
I love
of
that
respect
you still
there.
out about it.
Who just vanished?
Looks like Mike's. Mike started.
Fix her treasure.
He flickered.
Did he really? Oh!
Indeed.
Did it save him?
Doubtful. Apparently, Taco can argue with boobs
For hours. Really?
for hours. Deep conversation. I don't know, Gatos. I don't know how to check.
I don't either. I think only those guys would. Hoosier
How
doesn't
many
know
people are left? I don't know. I have to run around the corner.
Shiz! Yay! Hey, Shiz. Okay.
Oh, nice one, shit.
I like the shirt with that. This is awesome.
He's got a Kaiden golem.
What?
He's got a
He's
Kaiden.
got the mech man. Looks like this is the last one.
That's pretty awesome, Shiz. Not gonna lie.
Was pretty great. Oh, I didn't see the mech golem from where I was standing, I guess. Can't tell if Vikestart was in front of it or if it was actually off the stage for me. Oh, I like this one.
Where's she moonwalking? Excellent. The toes from the Wasshiller boots. Did you guys tied him again?
Did we?
Oh my god.
Good.
Yeah, I don't know who read it. Do not. What you guys doing, Vikes?
It's all part of my sinister plan to make Jen pick who wins.
See, I didn't want to call her red because the rest of the username. That's why I said Regine. That's the person who was stalking me.
Three, she's stuck. That answers that question. Moving on, okay.
I think we're talking about the same person.
Indeed.
I don't know who she is. She just wouldn't leave me alone.
Okay, first. Oh, wow. Okay, so Insane got a drone for a head there for a minute.
Yeah.
Ah,
Does anyone else feel like Taco should set down a boombox and start dancing? I'm folding my bills here.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know who to pick.
Oh. This is why I'm glad I'm not voting.
I was voting, but I'm not sure I could do it this.
Foamer's in back. Foamer.
He's not
Slurking.
paying attention.
Oh my
I
God.
chased him out over here.
I can't. I'm gonna run over here. Because so much
What was
dog
the theme of
sound.
this one?
Future shock.
Totally give you a boombox. Dance, single lady. We will fold our packs. It's Plicatos. It's all stern. Shaz is a superhero. These are fantastic. So you're being judged by, let's see, what have we got over here? A stripper, Daft Punk, a passed out guy in a pink leisure suit. Is Aurora's even back there? Or should you guys, ditch him?
He's over here somewhere.
I think, oh, he's behind Taco. Okay.
Do you think what Mike started talking
We
about
all
is the
look
same
the
thing
same.
Sariti was talking about?
Are you talking about
What?
the T-shirt?
Gift
Yeah.
card? Yeah.
Yeah,
it is.
Surti got booted, so she couldn't be here, so Mike starts doing it. Yeah, that's the one that we gave him.
Oh.
That was the happy birthday to those guys thing. Happy anniversary, happy birthday. Like happy birthday, TSWDB and Sanctuary. Stern, I called you Stern. Got her. All stern in here. The arms crossed. Keep getting the back of my head because my camera slips just a little. Oh, yeah, she is. Dance. That's pretty fantastic. Okay, that suit looks really cool when you do all the wiggling in single ladies. All the lines really make it look cool when it wiggles. I'm glad we're keeping you entertained. Oh yeah, shiz, shake your honeycombs. More shirtless people. I am all about more shirtless people. When it hit with, yeah. Whoa, Tress. I was gonna say that's an actual hello.
Ah, so it
I have a halo, but it's fuzzy and there's lint stuck to it.
is. Oh, Taco is speaking.
I can't even drum roll. Or no drum. Best drum roll.
I try and would find the sound from not Caddyshack, Christmas Vacation, but time and effort.
Chesbeth and Lee's. Congrats.
Yay, Shed.
Congrats, guys. You guys are even awake.
I'm awake.
Who's next? Second place.
Not you guys. All of our poor, Euro friends here, who is much, much later. That was a purr. Your kitty probably needs to see the vet if your cat is making a sound like Oozer just did.
Hi.
Just for the record. My vet tech degree actually tells me that this is not a good sound for a cat to be making when purring.
She's one of them diesel cats.
Yay, Vover!
Fulmer and Insane! Awesome. Tied for first. Excellent.
Those are some pretty great outfits. Oh, I like the opposite sides for these two doing single ladies.
It is cool. I just wonder why. On stage, center of attention. That's what that halo's for! Oh, wait, sorry!
well.
No! I said it! I said it!
Oh.
No. No. The halos are for good things. Good people who do good things.
Otters never do good things.
Otters don't do good things. That's why we have the fuzzy ones with the lint on them. That's our way.
We just break shit.
We just break shit. Yeah, that's pretty much it. What do you do for TSW? We break shit. Oh yeah! There's a lack of shirts! That was my favorite time on stage. Thank God, Jen's gonna throw a blanket over Tom. Tom!
I think it's time for Casual Friday.
What?
Not bad for an
Casual
unboobed guy in t-shirts. It's time to get undressed and dance while Vike, you think of random stuff to say for speeches. Excellent. Let's see, what do I have that I can undress into? I feel like Arkansas style.
Arkansas style? Yes.
Let's see, what else do I have? Let's see.
See, Jen? Casual Friday.
Hang on just a second. I have you covered up. I don't have anything sexy. Hang on a second. Casual Friday. The robe. Excellent. What do you stop? You are beaking the shit out of yourself, is there? Back away. I can't even with this this self-beaking stuff. Oh, I got one that might work. Hang on. This is usually only for running dungeons. Hang on.
Excellent. I like that one.
There. Alright. wants to join your cult. Yeah, that's just hanging out in... Oh, no, it's not just hanging out in Brazil outfit. That's just hanging out in Brazil outfit with no, no
Put the
t-shirt
shirt on.
With no shirt on, yeah.
I put the Brazil shirt on.
No shirt.
No shirt.
No shirt. I'm stuck in a bush again. My camera is. I'm gonna jump up there and dance. Am I wearing too much clothing to get up there and dance? Let's see. I don't think I have anything smaller to wear on the bottom. That's just silly looking. Oh, here we go. Got a hood ornament. Can I even get up there? I'm walking. RP walk. I can't get that. There. Go bug taco. Oh, my camera is just gonna have to be. Ah! Auto run! No! Where am I? Oh god. Okay. Hi. Excuse me, pardon me. People watching the, Alright. I give up. Only I could fail to get on the stage at all. Oh, I can't do it. I can't. I can't stream and dance. Sorry.
What?
I can't stream the stage and dance. I'll just stay down here. Taking pictures. Oh, whoa! Stop! Go away! Oh my god, did you see yourself? Wait a second and look at the stream. Thank god you had your sunglasses on, because otherwise Tom's creepy eyes would have taken everybody out. Oh yeah.
See if the stream loads fast enough.
Oh my god! Just right there.
This is pretty fantastic. Can't believe I can't even manage to stand on stage. Chess, are you dancing in a kilt? With glowing eyes. That's fantastic. Alright. We can take some pictures.
No, you just turned off your GUI. Sent you an invite to my group.
I just turned it to living. That's pretty awesome. Look at these two. They're like perfectly in sync. Is it Shez bowing to Rishi that I just caught in the corner here?
I don't know.
Are you wearing a green?
Yes, yes he did.
Oh yeah.
Not entirely sure what.
Where's this producer girl? Oh my god, that poor little wolf. Who's I've lost you? Where are you?
Right behind you.
Are you a holly bush? Because that's...
That's really weird. Your camera... I am...
Oh, you're so
Your
close my
camera is not
camera's
seeing
going
me coming
through
too
you.
close to you.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. You can zoom out.
I feel like this Red likes to be on camera. Hi. Hello. All right. That's not you. Fine. Where are you?
Did you run away from me?
I panned out. I'm starting to make myself nauseous. You're dancing with some other chick. Yeah, Jen's gonna be so happy.
I wasn't until you ran away from me. I don't even know where you went.
This is how 2-year-long RP relationships end, guys. Right here, right now, on television. I saw you. It was Jen.
The worst part is
all she
Jen
would be
doesn't
is
know where she is.
Tom. Was that you, Tom?
Jen doesn't know where she is at any given time, so she.
Nice. I think she likes you.
I know. It's because I'm a
You
celebrity.
just punched her in the face. That was mean. Don't do that. Don't do it. Them spray tans. Indeed. It's a little unnatural. Just gonna say. Followed by the next episode where Jen discovered she's dating Gumby.
All the anime, it makes me more flexible.
There's flexible, and then there's one of those crazy shaped gummy erasers things. I'm not sure any of you have surpassed Aurora's leaving me snowmen in Stonehenge yesterday. You are all pretty darn amusing, but... Red is very friendly. So, what I love most about this is I'm gonna like highlight this particular section of the whole reel out and put it up as get to know Sanctuary and TSWDB. They're the experts, and they're gonna take a look at this. It's going to be fantastic. This is my favorite group. Rishi's still back there in a shrub with Nurmagul.
I'm thinking about something. And I'm not in a shrub.
Well, you're from my angle. You're in a shrub. Okay, there. You're not actually in a shrub.
I'm not in a shrub.
You're under a tree.
I'm shopping.
It's fantastic. Otter's trying to get ready for anything. Okay, that little Akab over there is totally dancing. see him. Red, I will totally mess with you. I will just blow my camera angles in and out and you won't know where you are. Ha ha. I'm a terrible person. Here. There. There you go. But I want to see the... yeah, oh, there you go. I want to see the... Come on, dance, little guy. You were dancing. Come on, little cop. I loathe your kind, but you should dance. Oh, I'm not reading chat because my, hang on. Because my GUI's off. What am I missing? Oh my god, I missed your whole speech. Alright, I'm gonna read it. Make sure I get it. Because I figured somebody would tell me I should read. So I'm gonna read Taco's speech. So the past year in Sanctuary has been amazing, really. I have no words for all the awesome things you guys did. You are the most helpful and amazing group of people I've ever met, and this is only the beginning. We have so much more cool stuff coming up, projects that still need to happen. I think the future is really bright, and I hope that you guys will be a part of the future and a part of Sanctuary. I feel like you all deserve a big round of applause. I think Taco deserves a big round of applause, too. But all of Sanctuary... Incredibly belated. Did I miss Vikestart? How many people do I have on this team and not one of them is looking at the thing?
You said it in the same color as everything else. I'm bad at reading chat.
Here! Vikestart, I want to thank everyone for coming here tonight and joining in on the fun, celebrating the one-year anniversary of Sanctuary and TSWDB. We have lots of super interesting plans for 2015. You'll see. Special thanks to Warrior for the musical entertainment tonight. I will also clap for